Hey now. Well, here we go. This is a wonderful day. It's a Monday. Sun is shining here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, even though there's snow on the ground, but we ignore that when we look up into the sky. It's beautiful and warm. So to spread a little more sunshine into the world of the internet, we're going to go get my friend Steve Hart. He knows about sunshine because he lives in Palm Bay, Florida. He's got a big giant mansion on the beach. What are you doing?
Oh, I just got a notice that you were, and there's somebody else that may notice. Sorry. I just got a notice from you saying we're going live.
And there's Al. Al says, good morning. Good morning, Al. How you doing there, buddy?
Hey, hi, Al. Yeah, we
Certainly.
talked briefly this morning on Messenger. So, yeah. So, today's a big day for me in this group on booking for senior audiences, magicians for senior audiences. Because I don't know if everybody got that understood, but I made a whole series of videos.
Yeah, I saw some of those. Those are great.
Yeah, you got to see them, but only a couple people got to see a few things. You got to see them all. So, but
I got the inside. I'm in the inner circle.
You did get the inside. That's right. That's right. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about that, and I also want to address a couple other things that I've noticed. When I made these videos, I could feel the energy and the inspiration coming out of me to make more videos. So I've made 6 already, and so now I can tell I'm going to probably be making more to pass along to my friends. And in the process, I also came across some things I wanted to talk about today that I didn't get to talk about in the videos. So, but let me first explain. This afternoon, or after this podcast here, I'm going to put up the first video of the series of 6.
In this group?
In this group, on the group page. Yeah, it's only for the group.
Facebook.
It won't show up anywhere else at this point,
Okay.
So, but it's the first one. And here's the deal. If you watch the first one and you want the second video, you have to private message me.
PM, yes.
On Messenger. The reason I'm laughing is because Brad and I had some confusion about what is a DM versus a PM. And we're talking about, direct messaging versus private messaging. And I said, what is a DM? I don't know. Anyway.
Hey, Mr. John, how you doing there? Good morning.
So the point I'm making is I'm going to send these videos to you individually as you finish them. But you need to let me know when you watch the first video, and I'll send you the second one. And now you may say, why am I doing this? Well, it's because this is not for everybody. This is only for the people who are really serious about booking themselves for senior audiences. And I know not a lot of people are. And on top of that, I want to know who I'm sharing this with, because it makes a connection between you and I. And I'm making connections through this group with other magicians. And I appreciate that. I'm honoring that relationship. So that's what I'm asking. I'm asking you to, if you watch the first video, when you want the second one and you're done, I'll send it to you. And if you watch the second one, then I'll send you the third one. We'll just go along. But you got to let me know each time you finish the video so I know.
That makes sense. It's like you don't eat, your whole meal all in one bite, right? You kind of take little pieces of it.
And the videos are short. I mean, they're only like 8 minutes long. I think the longest one is towards the end, and it's probably 15 minutes long, something like that. Because
and there's some good info, a little testimonial for you. There's some stuff in there that really makes you think. And I've thought about it, but I'm notoriously bad for it because you correct me a lot when I'm doing my marketing and things, my communication.
I don't correct you. I just try to point another point of view.
Oh, there you go. So you just corrected me again.
I love you, brother. I do. I love you.
So what I'm getting at is when you're doing your marketing, you might think that certain things look really cool, so you'll put them on your brochure, your communication will write a certain way. But what are they hearing when you put that out there?
That's what I'm trying to.
If you're like, say you're working Christian audiences and you think it's really cool to have like a tarot deck on the your table, it might not fit. So you got to know what you're doing. Just because it looks neat to you might not look so good to other people.
Right. Yeah. And I'm a firm believer when I put something together, I have a few friends, I'll send it to them and say, what do you think? What's your opinion? And I value a lot of the suggestions and criticism I get, so yeah, I've learned a long time ago to ask for it and not be offended,
Well, you know what's really cool with some technology these days is you can create personalized stuff so that it goes to each individual person with the print merge functions in like emails and things. So you can set it up with a specific thing, like it might say, congratulations for Palm Bay Senior Living Center, and the other one that goes out says congratulations for Miami Senior Living Center.
Right.
You can customize it to them, which helps them listen, have an ear to hear.
That's where we're heading. We're all learning how to do more of that, but I want to get down to some basics here.
Okay.
The reason I'm laughing is because a week and a half ago, I was at the Daytona Magic Convention in Florida, and I'm in the dealer's room and I'm watching all these guys, watching new tricks. And I saw some amazing stuff. I mean, some stuff I've never seen before in Magic. And it was exciting to see that and to enjoy that. But I get the most out of visiting with my friends and talking with them. And I'm thinking, well, but they're all spending all this money on new tricks, but are they getting more shows? Are they performing more often? And for me, that's what I want, because I really don't need another trick. In fact, I didn't even go to a lot of the lectures because I've seen a lot of them, and I have forgotten more tricks than I could ever perform. and so the point I'm making is it's the marketing that's most important that I want to throw my energy towards.
Yeah.
And the money, because that's the opportunity I have to perform what it is I do. So I have my shows, I have my repertoire, and I want to be able to have the opportunity to be able to go and deliver that to people and interact with them. And that's where I get my joy. It's not in buying a new trick or learning a new secret. I mean,
what do you think the breakdown is in percentages of like you go to a convention or one of the club meetings? What percentage of people are performers that have a little bit of an interest in the marketing element versus hobbyists that don't really give a damn?
It's small. You're right. Most musicians who are members of the clubs and go to the clubs are not interested in marketing aspect of it. And I understand, when you first start off, when it's a hobby, you consume a lot of information. You want to, and you learn, and you create relationships and so forth. And I think that's great. Don't get me wrong. But it comes a point when I got all this stuff and I know all this stuff. So what good is it to me if I'm not actually performing it, and not just performing it for me and my friends, but performing it for actual audiences and making money at it? Here's the thing. I decided at one point in my life, I wanted to make a living doing this. And I was told I couldn't by my parents and my guidance counselor at high school, but they were wrong. They were totally wrong, but they didn't know. I'm not holding it against them. I'm just saying I made the decision to make it full time. Now, here's one of my things I want to bring up. I've noticed that, and you and I have talked about this before, a few of the magicians are using their Facebook page to promote themselves. And I'm not totally against that. It's just that, you're limited as to what you can do and what that page can do for you. But one thing is, another thing I don't understand is even a lot of the magicians who I personally know on Facebook, when I go to their Facebook page, they've not even linked their website to that page or a phone number. I've got my phone number. I've got everything you can do to contact me. You know the reason why is because I want you to contact me. And you're saying, well, you're going to have people calling you that, spamming you and all this other stuff. Well, maybe. But, when you put yourself in the public eye and you become a public figure as a performer, that's what you have to do. That's how you get the gigs, you get the booking. So I don't understand why the guys don't put, first thing, some of them don't have websites. And I'm going to talk about that briefly in the videos I'm sending. And then the ones who do, they haven't put it on their Facebook page, their personal page. Now, some people believe they want to separate their magic from their personal page. I can't do that. I decided a long time ago, I am who I am.
Right, because this is you.
It's just me. It's what I do. So I'm not going to separate my magic. I have a personal page, and then I also have a page for my magic. I have several pages. I've probably got 4 or 5 pages on Facebook that I use for various reasons. But I'm not hiding anything on my personal page. So I want people to be able to contact me, and if you're a full-time working magician, get that information on there, because that's how people can find you. They can find you through that. Now, I'm going to tell you, after I've said all that, get this. There was a recent research that was just sent out and posted by a gentleman who did some research and interviewed people who were looking to book a magician. And they said they did not go to Facebook. And they talked about where they did go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be sharing more of that with you later on. But the point I'm making is Facebook is not the place to be expecting to get a lot of bookings. Now, it's okay to use a Facebook page as a referral. And when people contact you, say you can go look at my Facebook page, you can do that. But that's really what a website is about, a web page. It doesn't have to be a full website. It's just one page, and what you put on that page. And in this research material I got, he talks about that too, what they wanted, what they were looking for. And they don't want a lot of verbiage. They don't want a lot of words to have to read. They basically are looking for this. They're looking for a photograph of you, and in the photograph, they don't want a posed photograph. They want to see you performing magic in front of an audience, and not somebody standing there with your props.
That goes back to that. What are they looking for? And they're looking for smiles on the faces of their guests.
Yes, well, yeah, definitely so. That's why the other thing they look for is a video. They want to see a video on that page, and the video is not a produced video. It's a video of you performing in front of a live audience.
Right.
That's how they know that you're legit and that you can deliver what they're looking for. So those are just some of the basic things that need to be on that page, and we'll talk more about that later. And I'm working with some people right now, some of the magicians, and coaching them in how to provide that and what to put in, how to make a video, how to edit a video. So anyway, I will say this: the video is very important.
Either that, or you got to be able to showcase yourself live.
Yeah, I say in the training videos I'm putting up here that I know that if I can get a person to watch my video, if they've never seen me before, I got a 90% chance of them booking me. Mm-hmm. So the video is important.
Yeah, there may be other people out here that are using Facebook or TikTok and all that for some reason, but it depends on what your agenda really is. Like, what if maybe someone's real popular in their area, so they create a Facebook group of fans? So you got Magic Deanie's fan page, and they're all their friends, and they do little videos doing little stuff. And it's so cool how you made that card.
I'm saying don't do it. I'm just saying you have to decide what's going to give you the best for your return of your investment.
Yeah, well, we're a couple of old guys back in the day when there was that Yellow Pages, and you got to save up a lot of money to be able to afford those Yellow Pages, but that's where you got to be, and you got to make your company AAA Aardvark Entertainment.
That's right.
That
puts you at the top of the list. You're right. I knew back in those days if I was the first one that they spoke to when they went to the Yellow Pages, I had a good chance of getting the booking.
Did you ever have a vanity number?
What?
A phone number, which is blah 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 heart?
No.
Something like that. I used to have 572 ABRA.
Yeah.
ABRA.
I had a license plate that was personalized license plate, but
I just bought one of those on Amazon. It was $10. I personalized a plate frame.
Oh, frame? Oh, really? You got to show me where that is. I'd like to have that.
I just go on Amazon. There's a zillion of them.
I do like I have a couple little things on my car that I, identify myself as a magician without slapping a big sign on the side.
I used to have the whole side of mine said magicbrad.com, but I
Yeah?
got
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought about it, but you know why? I'll be honest, you know why? Because I used to have a problem with road rage. And I didn't want people going, "Oh, that's that magician."
That's right.
I know who you are.
Steve Hart, the angry magician.
So I got over that. You know what I started doing? I carried a clown nose with me.
I saw that you sell a thing like that.
Yeah, and when I get upset, I put the nose on, and people, treat you differently. They see you and they laugh, and it makes you want to laugh. So you let go of the the angst of having to have road rage. And then the other thing is, I came to the conclusion and said, wait a second. My job is not to police these people or tell them how to drive their cars. My job is just to drive my car and get me where I'm going. That's it. It's safely,
Yeah.
and not harm other people. So I learned.
Tell us about your other little thing you've got that goes with the red nose when you drive too fast.
You're giving away all my secrets.
I know, because I want people to buy them. It's a funny thing.
Yeah. On my dollar store, magictricks.com, I sell a little bitty clown nose that you stick on your driver's license, and then you have your own clown nose on. So when I go to the bank or if I go to the airport, they want to see my ID. That clown nose is on my driver's license.
I think
and I put the nose on. I said, "Well, does it look like me?" And I've gotten a lot of laughs, except the police officers. I have to tell you, they don't laugh. They say, "What's this?" And I said, "I belong to the plainclothes division of clowns." I think that's hilarious that they don't laugh. But I'm sure that when they dropped me off or let me go, and I've never gotten a ticket, believe it or not, I've never gotten.
Sure, they go back to the office and you should have seen the clown I pulled over today.
My clown nose on a sticker on. It's a story for them to tell. I do have another story. Do we have time?
Yeah, we got 17 minutes so far.
One time, when I first moved to Florida, I was flying a lot to the shows I was doing. I didn't have shows here in Florida, so I was flying a lot. So I would go through the Orlando airport, to make my flights. And one day I went through, and I had a device that when they saw it in the X-ray machine or whatever,
Yeah.
They didn't like what they saw, and they stopped me, and they started going through it, and they started swabbing everything, and it was a mechanical electronic device, and I'd left the batteries inside of it, and that frightened them. They thought it could be a bomb, So I kept telling them, I said, "I'm a magician. It's a magic trick." Once I realized what they were seeing, and all of a sudden, the head of security at the Orlando airport came over to me and he said, "Here's your driver's license." And he says, "Where's your nose?" Well, I had my nose on that driver's license for several years. And just before this happened, a police officer had peeled it off. And I hadn't put a new one back on. But the fact that the security guy asked me, "Where's your nose?" I went, that means he had seen my driver's license before.
There you go, Brandon.
I normally had a nose on it. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That's my story.
That's a good one. And stuff like that works,
Now people remember you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes. So that when they're when you forget sending out your postcards or you forget your Facebook post, and then all of a sudden they need an event, they go, "Who is that guy that had the red nose?"
Right. Yeah. That's right.
Find you. Well, cool. You got anything else to share? We're at 20 minutes.
Any questions out there? Did you have anything?
You got 6 people that are watching.
Oh, great.
They're from the Magicians for Seniors group, all of them.
I think that's the most we've had in one podcast, But of course, this gets posted and people can watch it anytime. So that's
expand the group, certainly.
Yeah, right.
Okie dokie. Well, I'll pop in the green room then.
Sign off here, and I'll be posting here the first video of that series, and we can kind of go from there.
Perfecto. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Bye.
Well, there you got it. If you oh, here's got a question here. He says, when do you do your videos? Well, I'm not going to tell you because Steve's gone now. He's in the green room relaxing. You can't go pestering the celebrities when they're relaxing. But he does them whenever he's got time to get them done. And I'm amazed at how many he got done. And they're good. He showed them to me, and I got to look at them and critique them. And they sucked. No, they were good. Okay. Peace, love, and happiness. This is Magic Brad signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good, be kind, be nice. Be nice. Did I say be nice? Cookie.